Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy AP back with another video. Picking it up. What I was reading this book, right? Curtis Fitty, Hustle Harder and Smarter. Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. And I'm in this section, page 24. It says committing to a clean lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying. Now, I'm gonna talk about is alcohol abuse. With me, it's never been an issue. Alcohol, it's never been an issue. I would drink occasionally. I would never get sloppy drunk or want to fight people. The worst thing is that I'll probably just throw up on myself sitting on the couch. Uh, you know, but with other people, they can't control themselves with alcohol. You know, they just like there's different levels of alcohol abuse. Some are functioning alcoholics. They can be productive at work. They can come back home, but they do drink more than what maybe family loved ones would like for you to drink. And then, but yeah, we're gonna talk about alcoholism, alcohol abuse, and what's committing to a clean lifestyle and what that can provide for you, and the effects of alcohol abuse. So I wrote down some notes again. A couple of notes, and these notes, these aren't really my thoughts. Committing to a clean lifestyle. I'm not the one. I would like to strive for that, but this is 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson's point of views, his thoughts, his opinions, his way of his lifestyle. I'm just reading the book, trying to get whatever pieces can benefit me or try to mirror the best as I can. But other people's drives are higher than others, but it's all about just being the your best version, or taking in information of whatever bits and pieces you find useful. It's not everything, and these are not my thoughts. These are just something that I would like to share with with people that will probably they could probably also find useful or interesting. So we're gonna commit right here with committing to a clean lifestyle. And he talks about a lot of people are saying prioritize work over everything else, and that's cool and all, but a lot of people don't realize that if you don't take care of yourself, try to take care of yourself as best as you can. Not all of us can just pump out like 550 push-ups, and like my uncle, today he did that. He told me, yeah man, I just pumped out 550. I was like, what are you talking about? Like 550 push-ups? He's like, yeah man, I just pumped out 550. I was like, oh, like, man, I'm doing over here baby push-ups, like with the knees, and I could barely even. I don't even want to say the number. It's embarrassing, but baby push-ups, or girl push-ups they call them. I'm not sure. I could do like regular push-ups, but it's not. It's gonna be even less. The number. Plus my arms and my chest is pretty sore, so I couldn't really do nothing. Anyways, the lifestyle of taking care of yourself, it's hard work, man. I understand we're stressed out. We got bills to pay. We got to pick up the kids from school. We got to clean up the house, the bathroom. There's doodle all over the toilet. You know what I'm saying? You got to walk the dog. All that type of stuff. But hold up, y'all.
Anything you can spare. I would take food from Taco Bell,
Yeah.
change, dollar.
Yeah, I got you. Let me see. Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah, man. Take care, man. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah. Yeah, taking care of yourself. um, allows you to have energy. Like you working out, you doing your cardio, you doing your lift weights allows you to have more energy, to put in more work. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to keep going. And a lot of people burn out, if they don't take care of their eating. Taco Bell, McDonald's, I mean, it's cool. Like, if that's all you can afford once in a while, that's a treat. But if you consistently keep eating like bad food, and it's difficult, it's extremely, I've tried it, it's so hard. I mean, it's easy and difficult at the same time to eat healthy. It's just like everything here in America is like basically poison. I'm not gonna get too much into that, but yeah, it's pretty hard to but it's possible, very possible. You just gotta put in that extra effort, man. Probably, just sacrifice some hours to prepare your food, and eat it, and avoid going to McDonald's, avoid going to Taco Bell, avoid the bad food. And I'm not perfect, absolutely not. I eat candy. I have a sweet tooth, so. But as best as we can, try to make an effort to eat clean, to take care of ourselves, and to exercise so that our heart is functioning better, our brains are more clear, we have a better attitude towards the day, we wake up feeling just a little bit better, just that 1% at least. And that allows you to be able to put in more work, cover more ground. Is right here what 50 Cent is saying, So not drinking alcohol doesn't stop Curtis Jackson from going to the club. He also mentions where he still goes to the clubs, but he doesn't drink. He may have like a glass of champagne and then refill it up with ginger ale, Canada Dry, and still look and still have a good time, laughing, doing a little two-step in the club, and still enjoying himself like everyone else that is drinking. He doesn't need alcohol to feel good, to have a good time. A lot of people sometimes feel it's necessary to drink alcohol to have a good time. But right here, 50 is saying, like, I don't need that. Like, I'm having a good time. And he says that a lot of rappers, a lot of artists, when they get to reach a certain level of fame, they avoid the clubs. They avoid the clubs because all of a sudden, it gets too dangerous, too chaotic. And they want to avoid those situations that could jeopardize their careers, or any of that. And they prefer staying at home, where it's safe. But 50 saying that I don't need that. I love going to the club because the club is a place for him in his field. It's an advantage being at the club. You're networking, you're hanging out with people, opportunities may arise, and in a way to have a good ear, to keep a good ear with the current music of the times, because as we get older, our ears fall off. Not like they fall off, but like we don't have the ear for what's popular, what the world, what the youth is listening, where basically that's where all the money is at. People don't want to sit back and listen to Led Zeppelin in the club. Led Zeppelin's a great, fantastic band, but I mean, people are not trying to listen to that to the club. Only like the older generation. But if you're in 50 Cent's position where your work is attached to the music and whatever modern is going on, then it's an advantage being at the club in his scenario, in his field. It doesn't have to be that for us. I'm not going to be at the club. That's just not something that I do. I never liked the clubs, never went really to the clubs. It's just not my thing. I'd just rather be at the house, and but in 50's situation, it is an advantage being at the club, and he's able to enjoy the clubs because he's not drinking. He's alert. His judgment is not impaired. he can see like a problem arising from far away, from like a mile away, and before it gets serious, he's long gone. And that's how he's able to still stay in the club, still network, and still keep an ear to the streets, to the streets. So that's what he's saying. Always being at the club, and the club is always going to be a place for him to keep in touch with the pulse of the culture. If you're afraid to go out and absorb the music of the club setting, then you're not going to be able to, have that touch or that ear for what's popular in the music. But yeah, it's about committing to a clean lifestyle. You take care of yourself, you have more energy, you have a better attitude, you can put in more work, cover more ground, and you're able to, just enjoy yourself more. You're going to have more wealth. Not in all cases, but you're just going to be wealthy in, just your mind, how you feel. And for 50's case, being at the club, he doesn't need alcohol. He can have a good time. Now we're going to move on a little bit to this one really caught, it really caught my attention. It's about the work. Everyone here works. We could either work at the auto parts mechanic. We could work here at the Taco Bell, at the Mickey D's, at the Walgreens, at the gas pumps, warehouse jobs. Doesn't matter. We all, for the most part, work. Some of us in YouTube, some of us in other fields, right? But for a lot of people, we work with other people, right? And what I've noticed is that a lot of people don't really like their coworkers or their bosses or their managers. And yeah, it's tough. We're working with people that have a different mindset, that have different abilities, disabilities, different characteristics, and just and sometimes we all don't get along. It'd be cool if we all got along. We all kind of have the same thought process, but we just don't. And sometimes we just don't mesh together. But here 50 is talking about abstaining from alcohol and the opportunities, and this is an example of an opportunity that he's saying. Like, imagine if your company goes out for drinks to celebrate. I don't know, maybe you guys hit your numbers for the quarters, or you guys just a celebration of the team working hard, you guys putting out numbers and sales or whatever, and you guys go to like let's say a Buffalo Wild Wings, and your boss offers you a whiskey, a vodka, whatever it may be, a beer. It's going to be very tempting, right? You worked all week long, putting up with so much stuff in the workplace, trying to earn money, because money is very difficult to earn, very difficult. And so it's going to be tempting for you to accept that drink, and especially if it's in like a credit card, or the tab of your company, so it's not even on other people's pockets, it's on the company's tab, so it's going to be very tempting. But he says try to resist that invitation of drinking, right? Maybe just grab a seltzer, like a High Noon, something with very little alcohol, and then just get like a ginger ale after that. Don't continue with the alcohol. And this is a perfect setting, for when people are drinking and you're not drinking. You're alert, your judgment is on point. And as the night continues and people start drinking, you can see that their guards start to go down, that the sloppiness it starts to kick in. You see the sloppiness. And if there's any information you've been wanting to get out of your coworkers, or try to, pick up on some information that you need to know, you would like to know, of what's going on, who's getting I don't know, whatever information, good or bad, something that could benefit you, or just for you to know, so you could like, keep away, stay away, move at a different way in the next few weeks, months, so you could like, just come out on top, or keep the job, or evacuate. I don't know, but yeah. So when most people, when you give them drinks and they start drinking, they can easily be like, you can get information out of most of them, not all of them. So the coworkers that never say anything, your coworkers that are tight-lipped, that they won't budge, they won't get anything. After a few drinks, most people will be happy to tell you anything with just a little bit, a little bit of nudge. Hey, what's going on with this project? Hey, who's getting fired? Hey, like, what have you heard about me? And they'll be like, oh man, this, that, and that. And you can get that information and have a competitive advantage, a competitive edge over your coworkers. And I just thought that was just very, very cool, because that happened to me, back in 2000, what was it, like 18? I was working at this food processing company out there in California, in the Bay Area. And one day they all invite us, all of us, to the Buffalo Wild Wings, right? I love Buffalo Wild Wings, man. Sheesh. And the drinks were free, the wings were free, the fries were free, anything you could get was free. And did I drink? Yeah, I drank. I drank my beers, but I didn't get because I never was that type of person. I could always drink and just say, you know what, this is my limit. I feel like I'm starting to get kind of buzzing. I don't want to act like be a fool or say something stupid. So that's it for me. And I've always been like that, avoiding alcohol 100%. It's always going to be very good. But if you can control that's not your problem, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. But I'm just reading what the book says. But yeah, back to my story. So the night goes on, right? The Warriors are playing. I don't know who they're playing against. Maybe it's the Celtics. I'm not sure. But the Warriors are pretty good at this time. And we're watching the Warriors basketball game. And then my manager, she's always like a serious person. She's always like on guard. She's very smart. I had a lot of respect for her, because she was doing like stuff she was just a smart, hardworking female. That I respected her a lot. And I wasn't trying to get no information out of anyone, but I did get to see her act like a complete fool. Like, she was like, I don't know if she was stripping by the handicap sign or something like that. Like, when I was leaving, right? And she was just like singing, and I was like, damn, I never seen her like that before, And yeah, I just, when I read that, it just reminded me of that. Like, this girl was very professional, very hardworking, very smart, very respectful. And after just a few drinks, after a few beers, she was like a completely different person. And I was like, dang, but I wasn't looking for information. But that's just something that I've noticed with alcohol. And if I was trying to get some information, if I could have probably been that time, to if I wanted to know something from her or from the other coworkers that were drinking, this would have been an opportunity for me to probably get something out of it, But yeah, so that I thought that was very, very interesting. Now we're gonna talk about quick, because I think I've been taking a little bit long. I'm gonna try to wrap this up quicker. About alcohol abuse in the family. Here, 50 Cent is talking about how after his mother died, he moved in with his grandmother's house, as we all know, and his aunts and uncles were all alcoholics. They would drink day and night, any situation. But and there is a real problem in his family. Everyone, it was just a part of the family. And but he said he had this one uncle that he was cool most of the time, but after a few drinks, he just turned into a completely different person. You know, he just want to fight anyone for anything. Like the comment, like if somebody made a comment to him, and it could be the most innocent, positive comment towards him or to anyone, and he would take it absolutely the wrong way and would just want to fight. And 50 Cent mentions that he probably want to fight even a child, you know, a 9-year-old. He mentions, you know. So imagine someone that's cool most of the time, but after a few drinks, they just turn into the worst versions of themselves. And you know, people all around the world suffer with that alcoholism. You know, I never understood it. When I drink and I'm really drunk, like I just probably want to like throw up and go to sleep, you know, or eat something. But other people, they just turn into a whole like a monster or something, you know, like it's crazy. You know, they beat their wives, they beat their kids, or they get into bar fights and a whole bunch of crazy stuff, you know. And it's just crazy, you know. They just, if you're in that, you know, that type of situation, if you can't control yourself, you know, try to commit yourself to a clean lifestyle. You know, just probably just altogether avoid alcohol. You know, some people, they can't handle a drink. You know, they can't handle a beer, and you know, they just go down this rabbit hole again. They probably clean themselves up, and then after just one tequila shot or one glass of wine, they're back into them old selves again. So if you're in that situation, I highly encourage you to absolutely just not drink. Just drink water or mineral water, coconut water, Coca-Cola. It doesn't even matter, you know. Just don't drink alcohol. And the last thing I wanted to say is this right here. Not drinking is not only gives you a competitive edge, but helps you keep yourself out of a lifelong state of dysfunction and addiction. And that's going out just to the alcoholics. That's not going out to like people like me who can have, like yesterday I drank, right? The Super Bowl was on. I'm happy that the Eagles won. Congratulations, Philadelphia. You guys earned it. But I had like a couple of drinks, you know, like a couple glasses of wine. Didn't get sloppy, you know. Passed out kind of like not too late, probably like 10 minutes after the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And yeah, woke up on time, you know, hit the gym with my uncle. He pumped out 550 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's at a very old age, you know, but he's always loved going to the gym. But yeah, so I was able to go to the gym, you know, make this video, read a little bit, write down some notes to share with you guys. And now after this video, after I finish posting it up, I'm just headed off to work, you know. So yeah, so that's going out to just to the people who have a very difficult time with alcohol, you know, and have a tight grip on them. But yeah, if this is my video on committing to a clean lifestyle and what advantages you get or disadvantages you get if you drink alcohol, you know, in the perspective of 50 Cent and a little bit of mine, you know. But if you have any, like, you know, something you would like to share in the comments about, you know, positive effects of avoiding alcohol or negative effects of drinking alcohol, I would like to hear it. Anyways, this is your boy AP, and that's all I had to say for this video, and I'll see you guys to the next video. Thank you.